Hello YouTube. This is the second video that I'm making in this newer series of videos, this newer grouping of videos, and I have no idea what I want to talk about right now. But I do know that I am, as I was talking about in my previous video, I am pursuing sort of like the things that are exciting to me. Listening to that exciting music. I can't really, with my mental illness, it's hard for me to play video games and stuff like that now. I'm kind of trying to build up to being able to do that, and getting that out of my system so that I'm calmer and more present to the moment, because excitement makes you think about the future a lot, and it is I don't know. I don't know if there's pseudo pleasures involved. By pseudo pleasure, I mean like an emotion that you think feels good until then you practice Eastern spirituality, and then you're like, oh man, that was horrible compared to where I'm at now, and I wouldn't want to go back to that. So in the previous video, I talked about how even if somebody isn't into Eastern spirituality, they might still be on a good path because they're pursuing a path of excitement and getting that out of the system. And now I think I might talk about, manifestation and the law of attraction. And the reason I think that the law of attraction works, it's not, you're manifesting something. Manifestation is where you one way that you could do this is you take out a sheet of paper and you're money. You write money down 100 times every single day, or you write gratitude 100 times a day, or you write success 100 times a day, or however many times a day you want to write it. And you do things like that, and you think positive thoughts. You can do that anyways. What a lot of people seem to think is that what you're doing is you're kind of sending a signal to the universe that that's what you want, and the universe will give that to you. I don't think that's how it works, because I believe in free will. And somebody's not going to just shell out money and give you money because you wrote it down 100. And they will potentially if you work really hard and you were able to do this theoretically for 10,000 years, they probably would, because you would, I'll explain in a sec, but it's not that the universe is forcing other people to bend their will because you did manifestation practices. What's happening is you're getting greed out of your system. You're getting the emotionality of it out of your system. So you write money 100 times a day. You think about money. You consciously, deliberately think about money, and it's all that you think about, and you're writing it down. What you're doing is you're getting all the negativity and all of the pseudo pleasures and all of that emotionality about money. You're getting that out of your system so that you don't need money anymore, other than to survive and for comfort. But the excess money, you're getting it out of your system. That's why abundance and manifestation is effective. One thing that I used to tell people that was super freaking effective is writing down negative things. For instance, let's say that you want to, this is a bridge to that. Let's say that you wanted to get good at public speaking, and you had a lot of social anxiety. If you wrote public speaking down 100 times a day, and you thought about public speaking and you did visualizations of public speaking, and it was terrifying to you, if you did that, that would help you become a better public speaker over the course of a while. And it's not nearly as effective as actually doing public speaking. So, you'd be better off actually doing the thing, but if you couldn't, it would be helpful to write it down. So what you could do conversely is write fear. Write fear a bunch of times. or something morbid or something that you are afraid of. I don't want to talk about anything too messed up or gross or corrupt in my videos, unless I accidentally do it. But you could write fear a bunch of times, and what that would do is it would trigger a little bit of that emotion, and you would get thinking about it, and it would then make you face fear in that moment. Not a ton, but some, and you would be getting it out of your system. The universe wouldn't give you more. If you wrote down fear 100 times a day consciously, deliberately, and then you meditated for 10 minutes or more. 10 minutes isn't a very long time to meditate. I'm just saying, so that you're not just filling yourself with fear, you're actually working through it as well. If you did that, the universe wouldn't send you more fear because you're trying to manifest that stuff. No, you're getting that out of your system so you become more courageous, and you would have, hopefully, less fear. You might have more fear if your mental illness hits you and you have paranoia, but other than that, it would help you with the fear. So manifestation works to get it out of your system. Now, I'm an artist, so before I even learned about manifestation and abundance and the law of attraction, I realized that I was watching self-development videos, and they were saying that you're influenced by the media that you consume. And I was like, yeah, that's probably true. I'm going to start listening to success music, like happier music. I was listening to a mixture. I'd listen to music to fit my emotions, and I basically stopped listening to depressing music, and I listened to music that was I started listening to rap because I wanted to be able to get girls and money. And rap is about girls and money. Some of it is, not all of it, but I started listening to Kanye West, Drake, and Wiz Khalifa. This is 2013 actually is when I started. 2012 was when I don't think I got into self-development yet, 2012, but 2012 is when late 2012, like December, is when I stopped playing the video games as much, and I started working on myself to the extent that I could. I had the realization that I wasn't doing what I was biologically programmed to do. So I set to start going outside more, socializing more, getting more exercise, doing things that I felt like were aligned with like evolution. And that's not 100% it, I don't think, but it was a start. And so, for instance, art is really good for you. There's been scientific studies that show that it's effective for helping you with emotional stress and stuff like that. But that's not necessarily, I guess it is a part of evolution if you think about it, but it's not as much part of evolution as, say, playing a sport or something like that. But art can probably be as good for you as playing sports. It kind of depends, because it's similar to meditation. It has to focus and stuff like that. And making music is really good for you probably too, creativity and all of that stuff. But anyways, so I realized I'm taking in the stuff. So what I was going to do is I wanted to be like, I had a graphic novel that I was working on, and I would do like concept artwork for video games. So I would draw like armor and dragons, and not a lot of dragons, but like, just to give you an idea, I draw fantasy artwork, and then I had my graphic novel. And there was a lot of combat and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? Until I get the girl situation handled, I am going to be a pinup artist now. And I'm going to just, what I want is what I'm going to draw. And I had no idea about manifestation and abundance or any of that stuff. I just knew the media you take in affects you. So I just took the leap, and I was like, you know what? If I want hot girls, I'm just going to draw hot girls. That's all I'm going to draw. I'm just going to become it. And I basically felt like I was going to enter into that emotional state. I also knew one of the advice that the pickup artist gave is that if you want to be able to get hot girls, you need to be around them so that you get used to being around them. So I was like, yeah, well, if I can't be surrounded by beautiful women yet, I might as well start drawing them. That's probably a step in the right direction, and that's manifestation and abundance. So I started listening to Wiz Khalifa has a ton of songs about making money and getting with girls and being successful and all that stuff, and it was really good. And I started to listen to that, and I started drawing the girls, and what I realized is that was what I wanted to draw like the whole time. My graphic novel is great. I think it's really good, but I much preferred going out in the streets and drawing cute girls that I saw, asking them, of course, if I could draw them, and then doing that. That was way more fun than working on a graphic novel. It was super fun, but when I wasn't doing that, or doing it from webcam models on the internet and stuff like that, so I started making that my world, and that's a really good way to do manifestation abundance. In other words, art. People do so much writing for manifestation and abundance, but even if you're not an artist, one thing you can do is something that I cheesily call runic drawing. I don't know if runic drawing is a good word for it, but you could take a sheet of paper and draw hearts. I've done this before. I have filled sheets of paper with hearts. I did it for 6 hours straight once, and I had a vision of the devil at the end of it because I'm schizophrenic. It was really bad. But I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. Hopefully that won't happen to you. But the implication, the reason that I had the vision, according to my understanding, was that he was pissed off that I was bringing so much good energy into the world and doing something so productive. That's why I felt like I had a vision. Like, it was a reaction. It wasn't that it caused it. It was that I pissed him off. Anyways, and he was like a dragon, white dragon being, because Lucifer comes from Luxfer, which means light bearer, and so he's a prismatic dragon being. That's how I had the vision. He looked like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, and I hope the devil doesn't exist. I have no idea, but that'd be very negative if he did exist. But anyways, so I was you can fill a page with hearts, and isn't drawing hearts so much more effective than writing love? Maybe it's not, I don't know. Writing is very powerful, but isn't drawing a heart more effective than doing that? Just filling a page with hearts. Isn't drawing a money sign more effective than writing money? Or, you can create little symbols for what it is that you want to obtain, to manifest, and draw them over and over and over again. This is a really good practice. You can do it every morning and every night or whatever, when you wake up and before you go to bed. Just 10 or 20 minutes. So you could do, I'll give one more example, and then the rest is going to have to be on you because I can't give endless examples. One example you could do is you could do stick figures. You could do you as a stick figure holding a guy or a girl's, depending on what you're attracted to, his hand, another stick figure. Because the idea is that you want to do it quick, so you're drawing it 20, 30, 100 times, like, you know what I mean? You're filling pages with it. So you as a stick figure holding whatever you're attracted to, a guy or girl, holding their hand. And you draw that a bunch of times, and you're entering into that state of more than just thinking about it, and you're bringing that into your life, and you're getting the emotionality of it out of your system. And that is my advice about the law of attraction and manifestation and abundance. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good day.